and something really cool is coming to Disney just in time for the holidays. Mickey is saving Christmas, and joining us from Mickey Saves Christmas, we've got Camryn Grimes and Brock Powell. Good morning, Camryn and Brock. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. We're great. Thank you.
Oh, you sound so chipper already. I love it.
It's those early soap opera call times. I'm a morning person.
Are you ready for Christmas?
Oh, you know what? November 1st happened and decorations were out and music. It has been a conversation in the house because I start listening to Christmas music on October 31st at midnight. And I don't stop until January 1st. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
It's
Brock,
true.
I support it.
Thank you so much.
Well, Mariah would be very proud of you. Okay, so you guys this is so exciting. You guys are going to be on Disney Channel, Disney Plus. It's the brand new Mickey Saves Christmas, and you are Santa and Mrs. Claus. And a little, maybe unknown fact, you guys are, together in real life as well?
We are engaged.
We are. We did that thing.
He put a ring on it.
Yes.
He did.
So how is that working together, doing voice work together, especially such iconic roles as Santa and Mrs. Claus?
Well, it's funny because we were cast by the team separately. They had no idea that we were a couple. And it just so happened that, when I go in there to voice it, they were like, okay, well, now we're going to play the voice of Santa. Do you know Brock? And I was like, yes. I live with him.
You're like, I might have heard of him.
They were just floored.
Now, that's really funny. Now, Brock, when you found out that Camryn had been cast, what was your reaction?
Well, so I had the chance to play Santa Claus for a Christmas special called Mickey and Minnie Wish Upon a Christmas, which is on Disney Plus right now. And so that was my first entry into playing the character. The next year when we heard that the stop motion special was happening, I knew there was going to be a Mrs. Claus in the special. I had no idea that Camryn was going to get an opportunity to audition, and it just sort of happened. And the craziest part of it is the audition for Mrs. Claus was the distraction I needed on the day I proposed to get Camryn out of the house so I could set up the proposal.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. She was supposed to be filming that day on Young and the Restless, and there was a schedule shift, and I remember panicking because, the shoot had been rescheduled, but I was... everything was hinging on having her out of the house so that we could have, 24 people setting up this huge engagement surprise. And it was literally a Christmas miracle.
That is amazing. What a cool story.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay, so Camryn, so you mentioned The Young and the Restless. How different is it going from daytime television, a soap opera, to voice work?
They're completely different mediums, and there's something to enjoy in each of them because they're so different. I had been interested in getting into voiceover for years, and it was actually Brighton James, who's on the show with me, is one of my co-stars. He does voiceover, and he said for the longest time that I needed to get into it. And in 2020, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. And that's how I met Brock. And, to see it all kind of come true and come to fruition has just been the most amazing experience. I have so much fun in the booth.
Well, I guess we should find out more. I mean, we love finding out your story because I could probably talk to you guys for hours, but I guess we got to find out more about Mickey Saving Christmas.
Yeah. So Mickey Saves Christmas is going to be airing on November 27th, 6 p.m. Central Time. And it is a incredible, really unlike anything I think anyone has done in years. It's a stop-motion spectacular in which Mickey and the gang team up with Santa and Mrs. Claus to celebrate and save the holidays. And it's something that we think people are going to really enjoy watching together. And there's an element of it that has to do with maybe a reindeer going missing. And so as pet owners, I think that's also a really fun angle on the special, is that it really is about the whole family, like how your whole family is your friends and your pets and everybody together at the holidays. And that's what makes it so magical.
In the show, did you guys alter your voices, or is this your natural sound?
There's a little bit inflection. I think I took, the Rankin Bass specials meant so much to me growing up. And, there's still something I watch every single year. So thinking about those and having that in mind when I approached Mrs. Claus as just like an influence and an homage. So it's definitely a little bit different of a voice than what I'm currently doing.
And for Santa, obviously, there's so many different versions of Santa, but I think the thing to remember is Santa Claus is timeless, like Christmas, and like Christmas, he's jolly, bright, and sometimes those moments of gentle, letting people know that Christmas is about what's in our hearts and not what's under the tree.
Oh my God, I love it! Oh, that's so good.
Now, Camryn, do you ever ask for Santa Claus, at home?
I get it quite often. I don't need to ask. That's
my God.
The beauty of living with Brock.
You guys are so much fun. Okay, so tell us, because there's so many ways to catch this movie. You got Disney, you got Disney Plus. It's going to be streaming. Tell me where else again?
Yeah, so on the 27th, this is really, really cool. It is going to be simulcast on ABC, Disney Junior, Disney XD, Disney Channel. So no matter what channel your remote is set to, you're going to be able to catch it. And the very next day on Disney Plus, you can start streaming it on the 28th, all the way, if you're like me, all the way till January 28th. Just keep watching it, keep streaming it.
Nice. Okay, before we let you go, have to ask you a question. It's not, so we know that you're already into the Christmas spirit with the music, but what about, besides Mickey Saves Christmas, what is your ideal, your ultimate Christmas movie?
Oh.
Wow, that's a good one. I would say mine would be A Christmas Story. My family watches it every Christmas morning. It's just kind of like a staple and a tradition for us.
And mine's a tie. It's a Wonderful Life, obviously with Jimmy Stewart, and then Miracle on 34th Street, which I just found out today is also streaming on Disney Plus. And that movie is the inspiration for my version of Santa Claus, and it just is so near and dear to my heart.
How funny. So Brooke has not seen either of those movies you just mentioned. We actually just talked about
I've
this.
seen A Christmas Story. That's one of my favorites, but I have not seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a great one. Well,
Miracle.
Brooke, guess what you're going to be watching? You're going to have a triple feature on the 28th. On your streaming services. Yeah.
We're coming over to your house to make sure.
You are more than welcome.
No.
Yes, my dog Benny would absolutely love the company, so come on over. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, and we cannot wait to catch Mickey Saves Christmas on the 28th. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And Merry Christmas.